Generally speaking, after we come to the final 9 players, we have a few days to do our research and put it all together, but in this case, we had to do it overnight very quickly. Let's take a look at your final 9 players. In Seat 1, Artem Medalidi has become the second player from the Ukraine to reach the final table of the World Series of Poker main event. Medalidi started playing poker around 2011 when he found a poker strategy forum where they gave away $50 for players to get started. He's spun it up and now he's already had more than $2.1 million in career earnings. In Seat 2 is John Sin. Now, while John Sin might not have the distinction of final tabling the WSOP main event twice, he has in fact pulled off an amazing feat in poker by finishing in 11th in 2016 and bettering that finish with a final table appearance just 2 years later. In the 3-seat, Alex Linsky has become the first Australian to make it to the final 9 since Hashem. Prior to his deep run, Linsky had $1.7 million in live tournament earnings. Occupying the 4-seat is Tony Miles, an avid dancer and Seattle Seahawks fan. Tony Miles brought his infectious enthusiasm all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. He's been playing tournaments since August 2011. Miles shared what we're all probably thinking: this is a dream come true. This is what we all play for. In the 5-seat is Nicholas Mannion. Nicholas Mannion, friends with the Solve for Why guys, especially Jordan Young, who also hails from Muskegon, Michigan. There was an offer a few months back to free roll Mannion in a couple of satellites and give him 50% of the action in the main if he were to qualify. Mannion snap called and was content to just hang out in Vegas and play some cash if that didn't work out. Well, we've all seen what happened with that, and Mannion got through both satellites to pocket a little extra cash for the main event free roll of his life. Mannion is on top of the world, and his Solve for Why buddies are right there on the rail with him. In the 6th seat is Aram Zobian. Zobian is enjoying every minute of the main event. The Cranston, Rhode Island native is a dolphin lover and had $110,000 in lifetime tournament earnings prior to this tournament, including a $47,000 score in Connecticut. Seat 7 is Michael Dyer, who has over $130,000 in live tournament earnings, including an 8th place finish in a 2009 WSOP event. After gaining most of his experience playing online, the Houston, Texas native wondered how he would fare if he returned to the main event, and now his parents are here sharing the rail with him. Joe Cotta is in the 8th seat, and in a fantastic turn of events, this marks the 2nd time he's been in this spot, as he was also here in 2009. In that time, he bested a field of 6,494 players to win the 2009 main event. At the time, he was just 21 years old and became the youngest player in WSOP history to win the main event. In the 9th seat is Antoine Labat, a mostly online poker player. He's collected more than $600,000 in earnings. Labat has just under $200,000 in live cashes, though, to his credit. Really into all kinds of board games and competitive chess growing up, Labat naturally transitioned into poker as soon as he could. You can, of course, follow all of the live updates with us right here on PokerNews.com.